Probably 75% of Oakland youth are gang members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The violence in Oakland is definitely not one of the. It's not really something that can be stopped just in a matter of seconds or within a gang injunction. Violence in Oakland has been going on for so long now.
The reason in which I joined the gang was because gangs were hot and I was in it.
Yeah, I was in the gang before. When I joined it, I was around 13 years old, and I joined it because I wanted to get some respect in the block.
When I was in a gang, I robbed, I stole, I beat people up for nothing, I beat people up just for the fun of it. Being in gangs is not it. It's crazy.
And if you don't obey the gang rules, they'll beat you up, and yeah, you always gotta do what they gotta tell you.
When you're in a gang, you have to watch your back. You have to watch the stuff you say. You have to watch everywhere you go. And being in a gang, it's not required to be by yourself. You have to be with that gang 24/7. It's crazy.
Teenagers are just killing each other and dropping off school, and they're fighting for something they don't even know. Why are they fighting for it?
Unfortunately, in Oakland, there isn't a lot of programs and places for young people to hang out, and so what happens when community organizations close their doors at 6 p.m. What happens afterwards?
This is a tool for us to start dealing with guns, drugs, and gangs in the city of Oakland.
The injunction will create a safety zone of about 100 blocks in North Oakland where the gang operates. Inside that zone, these individuals cannot associate in any way in public. They cannot confront, threaten, or in any way intimidate witnesses. They will be barred from any property not open to the general public without the consent of the owner. They cannot possess any graffiti tools or mark any property with graffiti. They will be subject to a time restriction, barring them from public places between the hours of 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. They cannot possess any firearm, ammunition, or illegal weapon in public, or knowingly remain in the presence of anyone who has such a weapon.
It's to create safety within the neighborhood that they're targeting.
A gang injunction is where it's sort of locking down or putting more measures within an area and not allowing gang members, certain gang members, to associate in those designated areas.
A gang injunction. So when I heard about it, and I was looking at the news, they were talking about if they see you on the street wearing the colors of a gang, they were gonna stop you and check you. But yeah, I feel that's kind of disrespecting the people in the community, because it could be just somebody that's working and wearing the colors, So I feel they're using that to stop a lot of people. That's another reason for police to be discriminating the people of color on the streets, and they got another reason to stop anybody of color, even if they're not wearing colors.
gang injunctions are also affiliating it with ICE. Oakland is a sanctuary city. We should keep it that way. That's why we're also fighting against that, because we don't want more of our people getting deported. This is our land, and we should have a right to stay here.
I don't think gang injunctions is the solution right now. If you're in a gang, or if you're not in a gang, and you get arrested, half the time you get arrested for things that you don't even do. And I feel as though that's a problem. And there's no justice in that.
My friend last week just got arrested because he was wearing a blue bandana, but he wasn't in the gang.
What's bad about it? Everything is bad about it, you know what I'm saying? Young folks get on this list, the police get to come up to them and fuck with them whenever they want. They can never get off this list, even if they, aren't affiliated anymore. People get on the list when they're not affiliated. This is a mess. It's ridiculous.
Their vision is good and clear, and is on top of it creating safety. That's great. That's key. However, the way that they're going about it is not it's a bad thing. It's just feeding the problem.
We are resisting the gang injunctions, prioritizing policing and imprisonment over community programs and quality education will not bring us safety. Stable employment, affordable housing, meaningful after-school programming, and access to health care will. These are our priorities.
We want education. Keep us out of jail. Keep us out of jail. No police violence. No police violence. Stop the gang injection. Stop the gang injection.
What can we do to improve or empower them to do something better, and to show them that there are tools out there that are looking out for their own benefit, that there are people that care for them.
You don't have to be in a gang to attract attention. You don't have to be in a gang to feel loved. You don't have to be in a gang to feel a part of. I feel as though being in a gang is trying to be something you're not.
Gang injunctions, we know our rights. Stop the gang injunctions, we know our rights.
Anything else you want to say?
Do the right thing, stay out of gangs, eat vegetables.
We're definitely